What to expect in 2023? Well, I'm an astrologer, so you might expect me to discuss astrological transits. There's not much going on next year, except for one thing, which is so big that it will dwarf everything else astrologically, and that's Pluto's ingress into Aquarius. It spends more time in Capricorn during the year, but that touch of Pluto in Aquarius will awaken us into something or other that we don't know about at the moment. And I'm going to go into some detail on that topic a bit later. This comes up in March. But actually, what I want to talk about is this whole business of creating expectation. And to do that using esoteric symbolism like astrology. On the one hand, we can say, well, what do we expect next year? Well, we expect much of the same. Pretty much all that we've been doing is going to be continued. That's not universally true. Some people will be going through transits that will have the effect of knocking them down, completely changing everything, but that's really rare indeed, even for one of the big transits. So by and large, we're going to get much of what we used to get before. Even when COVID hit us, and that wasn't as true as it usually is, it was basically true, basically. So we tend to get more of what we have already had, and we also get some significant changes. That's obvious, but it's worth remembering. However, mostly we get back what we have put in. We reap what we have sown. So if you plant flowers, then you can expect flowers. And this is obvious too, but it's surprising how many people forget that. You're not going to get any gifts in life. That's not what life is. Nor rewards, really. You're just going to get feedback. Whatever you do, it's got an impact, and that impact is fed back to you. And it might feel great as a success or like just disappointing as a failure. But those are just feelings for the moment. They don't really do very much, except for perhaps closed doors and open doors. But you can open those doors by confidence, by attempting them. You know, most of the doors that we knock on eventually get opened one way or another. So whatever you expect in 2023 will be because you're doing something about it. It won't come to you for nothing. It won't come to you because there's some kind of astrological transit. How silly can you get? It comes to you supported by the energy of the moment, which transits can help you understand, but it won't come to you unless you're ready for it, and you're ready for it by having put in something towards getting it. Now, that may normally be work, investment, that kind of thing, but it could also be thought and prayer and other games we play, as it were, to just let the universe know that's what we're thinking about. That's what we're resonating with. So this is the real secret. That's what gives rise to what we can expect. And if we actually know that, then it's a very good idea to start working out how to get the mind into the mood of expectancy. And then you can expect plenty of food. That would be nice, wouldn't it, next year? Don't take that for granted. You know, plenty of food, please. Just the right kind of food. Good food. And plenty of experiences and knowledge and information and social contact and expansiveness. Plenty of that, please, so that I'm not bored. And plenty of love, so that my heart is kept alive and radiant. And plenty of challenges. I want challenges in my life. I want to come to grips with something and improve by doing my best. And I want to move forward towards some vision I have of the future. And I want to learn about myself. And I want something unexpected, a surprise, an adventure. That's what I want. And therefore, That's what I expect, and I live my life in expectation of those things. Come what may, whether the full moon is in this or that or the other sign, it makes no difference to what I expect, because what I expect is a yang force. It is my mental strength projected onto the field of opportunity. It is not in response to what some other person tells me, even if they might be an astrologer. Not my job to believe somebody else's intuition. My job is to learn how to trust my own. And my intuition tells me that I expect depends upon the strength of my mind to expect optimistic things. That's the teaching here. And that's very helpful when we go into the Pluto in Aquarius period, because that hasn't been done yet. You know, we don't know what it's like for people who know that Pluto is in Aquarius. It's never happened before. Those of us that study this thing have never known that we're going into Pluto in Aquarius, because Pluto was only discovered sort of in the 30s. And last time it was in Aquarius was a very long time ago. So we just don't know what to expect, really. We can work it out theoretically. We can expect groups of people to have power for the good or the bad. You know, we're going to have to change our opinion on what's going on in the world, because it's changing and it's changing fast. And we can expect that to continue. That won't slow down. Things will reach their inevitable cathartic point of completion. And this includes our own destiny, as well as the universe's destiny, as well as the species' destiny. We've all got our own interactive kind of things going on, and we're all going to move towards completion. And a step in that direction will be taken next year. Everything else is just unnecessary to speculate. You just make sure that you meet the year with optimism. That's the best strategy, I think.